Hello, welcome to my labs number 7, stepper motors. So I guess we can start out with the circuitry. I've got this very sus looking power supply. It's pretty it's not great, but it works, barely. Speaking of things that barely work, I've got this complete mess of wiring right here. It's kind of hard to see, but I have my H bridge in there. I've also got my stepper motor right here. So now let's go into the Arduino code. Got my declarations up here, and right here is the main method that lets me drive the motor forward. I've got 4 other methods called step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4 that will essentially manipulate pins 9 through 12. And then I have a delay in between, and it alternates between period times duty and period times the reciprocal of duty. And you might see this backwards method here too, which is very similar, except it's 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now let's get into what those 4 steps are. Well, they all manipulate pins 12, 11, 10, and 9 in a certain order. Step 1 is high, low, high, low. Step 2 is low, high, high, low. Step 3 is low, high, low, high. And step 4 is high, low, low, high. I've got one more function, which is an increment function, which increments it a number of degrees in a particular direction. Now I have a switch statement here for common degrees to avoid float arithmetic, but it does work with any integer value of degrees. It has a simple if statement to go forwards or backwards. The number of rotations in the gear is determined by the loops variable, since the gear box in the motor is 1 to 64, and then I have a 1-second delay. So why don't we get started? I've got a bunch of cases here, so let's get started with going forwards at a fast speed. There we go. Look at that right there. All right, cool. Let's go forwards at a slow speed. Nice. Let's go backwards too. Cool. Check that out. Just reversing the steps. And we can raise the duty cycle from 50% to 85% to slow it down, just like I did before. Now we can get into the incrementing. So let's increment it forward 45 degrees at a time. This is getting in the way a little. So there. As you can see, it's moving 45 degrees. Or it would be if this weren't getting caught. Yeah, it's moving 45 degrees and pausing. Here's 90 degrees. Here's 180 degrees. And now 360 degrees. All right, and just because This was in the lab report. We're gonna do it backwards too. That's 45. Once it uploads, my power supply is kind of falling apart. Alright, one of the wires came out. But there, 90 degrees. Just 2 more, don't worry. 180 degrees. That's a half rotation. And the last one is 360 degrees in reverse. Cool, thanks for watching.